Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back. We're going to get an early start this morning. We're going to continue where we've been continuing. Good morning. Welcome to Marriage Boot Camp 2020. We are going to continue where we've been at. We're going back to Deuteronomy 24 and 5. We're going back to Deuteronomy 24 and 5. Even more importantly, after this week, more importantly, how Deuteronomy 24:5 have been revealed to me. Spending that first year, spending that first couple of years, spending the first 3 to 5 years rooting and grounding your marriage. Rooting and grounding your marriage. Listen to me, young man. As never before, now I understand why you must spend that first year. If you're engaged, if you're newly married, you're thinking about getting married, you've only been married a couple of years, you need to root and ground your marriage. Not only if you're newly married, some of us been married a while. Some of us been married a long time. It's never too late to start over.
No,
it's never too late to renew.
You can reset at any time.
It's never too late to reset it. It's never too late to restart. But I'm talking to you young dudes. I'm talking to you young couples. I'm talking to you that are newly married. I'm talking to you about thinking about getting married. Because like I've been saying before, listen, young dude. Because a lot of us old dudes, we are stuck in our ways. A lot of us old dudes, we ain't trying to change. A lot of us old dudes been taught some nonsense. See, I told y'all this all of 2017. Be a transformer, not a conformer. Rob, what is the difference from a transformer and a conformer? See, like I said, it's not what you know, it's what you've been taught. So when people start teaching you the same junk they've been taught, or they start teaching you the same thing that they don't know any better, it's like that commercial when a young lady went to her father and said, Dad, I need to make some investments. Can you give me some financial advice? And he said, well, my grandmama always told me the camel with the biggest hump is the most prosperous. See, it's not what you know, it's what you've been taught. And a lot of us old dudes been taught some junk. A lot of us old dudes don't know no better. A lot of us old dudes, over 50, over 55, I'm 56 years old. A lot of these dudes over 50, we didn't see a good example. A lot of dudes didn't see a good example. They didn't see a good man in the house. They didn't see a good husband in the house. They didn't see a good father in the house.
But this is an opportunity when you know better to do better.
When you know better, you got to do better. Deuteronomy 24 and 5. Lady Bell, please read Deuteronomy 24 and 5.
Okay. When a man newly married, he shall not go out with the army or be liable for any other public duty.
When a man is newly married, go ahead.
He shall be free at home 1 year to be happy with his wife whom he has taken.
He should be free at home for 1 whole year to be happy with the wife that he has chosen.
That he has chosen.
Who he has chosen. Proverbs 18:22, this bears repeating. Proverbs 18:22, when a man finds a wife, he should take 1 year spending time with her to be happy with her. Her alone. Her alone. I said last week, Lady Bell, see, you got to spend time with your wife. You got to refresh your marriage. You got to restore your marriage. You got to revive your marriage. You got to root and ground your marriage. 1 year. Now, I understand, this bears repeating, you can't take a whole year off from work. You just take a whole year vacation. But no matter what you do, spend time being happy with the wife that you have chosen. Just you and her. You can't be afraid to just spend time with your wife. A lot of people, a lot of these old dudes, a lot of these old couples, they've been married 15, 20, 25 years. They don't want to spend time alone. They don't want, when you spend time alone, you got to talk. When you spend time alone, you got to communicate. When you spend time alone, you got to deal with some things. When you spend time alone, you got to talk to each other. You don't have any buffers. Listen, young man, spend the first 1 year rooting and grounding your marriage. A lot of these old dudes, I'm telling you, been married 15, 20, 25 years. Let me tell you something. When you're talking to a couple, When you're talking to one, don't just listen. Look for the results. Look for the results. You need other couples in your life. You need other strong couples in your life. You need other couples in your life to speak encouragement. You need other couples in your life to speak strength. You need other couples in your life to speak love. You need other couples in your life to speak healing. But if you see a couple, they always got to be with a whole bunch of people. They can't go to dinner alone. They can't go to the movies alone. They can't go on vacation alone. 1 year. We understand you can't take a whole year off. But when you go on vacation, every year you should take some type of vacation. Just you, young man. Just you and your wife. Like I said last week, don't bring Keisha and Tyrone. Don't bring Lisa and Leroy. Just you and her. When you go out to dinner, sit down and just talk to your wife. Home first.
Yeah, and when you go on vacation like that, and it's just the two of you, you do get a chance to talk. And I don't know, I find that when Robert and I are just alone and we're on vacation, it brings its strength and it bonds us and it makes us closer. Now, we're not saying it's not okay to go on vacation with other couples, because that is a lot of fun as well, because it's good to be around other like-minded couples, other strong couples. But what we're advocating is that you get together, just you and your husband, or you and your wife, you get together, and that cements time with you. You realize that there is power in unity, and you realize how united you are when you talk through some things. It's strengthened that. It strengthens spending time together, the two becoming one. And when you spend that time together, you'll see just how powerful that is. It's a renewing and a refreshing in your marriage, because there are no buffers, as Robert said, but you two become stronger when you spend that time together. I think, when one time, Robert told a story one time, we used to go on vacation together for 2 weeks, and that first week, we would just spend that time talking and talking through a lot of different concerns and issues we had. And that's the time for you to just talk through. And sometimes there are going to be difficult conversations. It's not going to always be easy. It's not. But you have to do it. You have to do it, because when you come out on the other side of that, the two of you will be stronger. Can you think of it?
And Lady Bill, you read my mind, because I was going to say that. When you go on vacation, sometimes the busyness of life, the busyness of home, the busyness of children, the busyness of work, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to talk and deal with what's really going on. We got some problems, girl, we need to talk. Yeah. We got some pain, girl, we need to talk. We got some pressure, girl, we need to talk. So sometimes vacation might turn into an argument the whole week. Because you don't put, for the whole 5-6 months, you don't put a lot of things on the side. You don't brush a lot of things up under the rug. You ain't dealt with a lot of things. Now it's just you and her. Now it's time to talk. Now it's time to talk. When Jesus met the lady at the well, look, girl, we need to talk. When Jesus got down in the dirt with the woman that was caught in the very act of adultery, Jesus said, after the crowd went away, Jesus said, now, girl, we can talk. Now I can heal you. Now we can talk. All the judgment is gone. All the buffers is gone. All the accusers are gone. It's just me and you, girl. Let's talk. We gotta talk. Jesus talked. Jesus got down in the dirt with her. Summertime, we gotta get down in the dirt with each other and talk. Summertime, we gotta meet each other in the well. Just me and you, girl. We need to talk. We gotta talk, girl. See, some of y'all, we just don't want to talk. We scared to talk. Look, girl, Jesus told the lady at the well, look, you've been married 6 times. The dude you with now ain't your husband. We need to talk about your issues, girl. Hey, boy, you done this and you done that, you done this. We need to talk about your issue. See, when Jesus got to talking to the lady at the well, she was like, you see that holy mountain over there? Oh, the holy mountain. Jesus said, look, we're not getting spiritual right now. We're dealing with you. See, sometimes we got to deal with each other. That's why when you go on vacation, that's why when you spend time alone, that's why you sit down and break bread with just one another. The word said, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there will I be in the midst. See, when you spend that first year, just 2, he's going to be in the midst. Help you grow, help you strengthen, help you understand one another. This is the hard part. You got to spend that first year getting rooted and grounded. See, I'm talking from the heart. See, because as I was studying this week, seeing my first marriage, I didn't spend that first year getting rooted and grounded. Nobody taught me. I went to church and all they said was just pray. I went to church and they said, just give it to the Lord. I went to church and they said, this too shall pass. No, girl, we need to talk. No, girl, we need to deal. Girl, you got to know where my heart is at. We just can't pray it away. We can't pray the pain away. We can't pray the frustration away. We need to talk, girl. You got to understand, oh, I just can't go to church and everything going to be all right.
That's true. We
got to talk. We got to talk. See, we don't want to talk. You can't pray it away. Won't he do it? Won't he do what? Mm-hmm. Won't he do what? No, you got to do it.
Yeah, just practical conversations between you and your spouse. Just sit down and talk.
The hard conversations. The hard conversations. We're going to be with y'all briefly this morning. Like I said, I told you ladies a few weeks ago. Listen to me, young man. Let me tell you, you young ladies, you take that honeymoon. Like I said, I don't care. When I say honeymoon, Friday we will be celebrating 23 years of marriage. Friday, February 28th, we will be celebrating 23 years of marriage. 23 years. I said celebrating. See, that's why I say spend the first year getting rooted and grounded. You got to celebrate all the time. When it's her birthday, celebrate that. When it's your birthday, celebrate that. When it's your wedding anniversary, celebrate that. When your kids are growing up, their birthdays, celebrate that. You got to celebrate. You just can't get comfortable. This being rooted and grounded, you just can't get comfortable. You got to always celebrate. You got to celebrate those momentum moments. You got to celebrate it. 23 years, always celebrating. Always appreciating, always loving. You just can't say happy birthday, happy anniversary, and go have dinner, and then you mad the next day. That's what I said. Valentine's Day is over. Where your heart at now? Valentine's Day is over. Where is your love at now? We celebrate Valentine's Day. We call February the month of love. Love is in the air because Valentine's Day is the 14th. Our wedding anniversary is the 28th. So we celebrate our anniversary the whole month of February. We celebrate. You have to celebrate. Listen, young dude, don't get like them old dudes. They get stagnant. They get old. They get comfortable. They don't. Hey, I'm going to celebrate this woman every birthday. I'm going to celebrate her. Been doing it for 23 years. Every anniversary, I'm going to celebrate her. You celebrate everything else. You celebrate church anniversary. You celebrate pastor's anniversary. You celebrate pastor's anniversary the whole month of June. But then you don't want to celebrate your husband. Then you don't want to celebrate your wife. Always home first. That hard conversation. Results. Always look for the results. Always look for the results. Home first. Always home first. Spend a whole year to be happy with his wife whom he has taken. Get a plan, get a vision. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I noticed the last couple of years. I don't know if you've been hip to this. I ain't been hip to this to the last couple of years. These women, listen to me, young dude. These women been going to vision board parties where they take a piece of white art paper and they post the vision for the year. Look at your white vision board. Dude, she got a picture of you on there. Dude, she got a picture of your family on there. What is her vision? What is her vision for 2020? If your wife made a vision board, go look at her vision board. Are you anywhere on a vision? Is she just worried about her career? Is she just worried about the children? Is she just worried about her sorors? Is she just worried about her job? Is she worried about her career? I don't know how long this vision board thing been going on. I just noticed that the last 20 years, all these vision board parties.
2 years.
What is her vision? What is her vision for 2020? And do her vision include you?
Or you two can come up with a vision together. The right to vision is making plain. That has always been one of my favorite scriptures. And I think you two can come up with a vision board. I want to go back here real quick because it's lined up with what you've been talking about. the two becoming one and having conversations. You got to have conversations with each other to get on the same page, because these are the different things, the obstacles that continue to come up in marriages: financial setbacks, rebellious children, interfering in-laws, sexual temptation, health crisis, busyness, and stress.
Read that again. You said read that again a little louder. You said these are the things that come up.
That constantly come
That
up.
constantly comes up.
That constantly come up in marriages. And this is why it's so important for the two to have these conversations, so you can remain on the same page.
She said constantly come up. Here it comes again.
Yep.
Here come that same old issue. Here come that same old problem. Here come that same old pain, because you ain't sit down and talked about it.
And
you ain't sit down and dealt with it. Go ahead, man.
Right, but you can't get stuck in this, because I've seen a lot of times where marriages get stuck on one particular issue, and it keeps coming up over and over and over again, and you can't move forward because you're stuck right here. So it's so important that you continue to have these conversations so that you can move past that. Robert, my ministry was Marriage is on the Move. So your marriage will continue to face these different obstacles: financial setbacks, rebellious children, interfering in-laws, sexual temptation, health crisis, busyness, and stress. So it's so important that you and your husband continue to have these conversations. So, because these things are going to come up. There is no way we can sit here and tell you that this is never going to come up in your marriage. There's different seasons, there's different obstacles, and it may keep reoccurring, but you got to continue to talk and work through, okay, how are we going to handle this? But you know what? If you're busy in church, if you're in church 2-3 times a week, you haven't spent any time together, you haven't had any conversations, you're not going to be able to address any of these issues. As my husband says, you can pray and you can ask for direction and guidance, but you still have to talk to your spouse to find out, okay, now what are we going to do about it? We talk about these vision boards. Write the vision and make it plain, but before you go out and make a vision board with your girlfriends, make a vision with your husband.
Ooh, she said that, I didn't. On your list, before we wrap up, the list said, I don't know if it's in no particular order, but I know the last two was busyness and stress.
Yes.
I told you last week, stress will kill you.
Yes, it will.
Stress will take you out. Know a young lady, 50 years old, just had a stroke in the middle of the day, 50-year-old young lady, not overweight,
no,
or nothing, good health,
yeah,
but stress, because she's doing 10 things. She got 4 streams of income coming in. If you got to work that hard to maintain your lifestyle, you need to cut back on some things. Busyness and stress. Listen, young man, listen, young man, a lot of women want to stay busy because they don't want to come home. A lot of women want to stay busy. A lot of women want to do 4 and 5 things because she don't want to come home and deal with you.
And if that is the case, then you still need to have a conversation to make your home a place where the both of you want to come home to, because your home is a place of refuge, and it should be a place of refuge and peace.
There go Lady Bell, boy. When I hit him with the 1-2, Lady Bell comes and smooths it all out for y'all. But before we wrap this up, I'm saying this all 2020. I said it all 2019. Do you have a life insurance, young man? If you got 3 or 4 pairs of $200 Jordans in your closet and you ain't got no life insurance policy, if you placed a bet on the fight last night and you ain't got a life insurance policy, if you got a brand new car that you paying $300, $400, $500 a month car note and you ain't got a life insurance policy, you going out and eat every weekend and you ain't got a life insurance policy, young man, you better have a life insurance policy. Do you have a life insurance policy? Because when you cross over, and your wife ain't in them, them bills gonna keep on coming. After the funeral is over, after they throw the roses on the casket, after they lower the casket, and then when she goes home, she gonna have to deal with Billy. And Billy ain't gonna stop. Billy gonna keep calling. Billy D. Billy the electric bill, Billy the gas bill, Billy the car note, Billy the house note, all those Billies gonna come knocking at the door. And you know what they're gonna say? We sorry about your loss, but this is still due.
That's right.
Young man, do you have a life insurance policy? Before you buy another pair of Jordans,
That's right.
before you buy another pair of Rams, get a life insurance policy. Team Bell, 1 + 1 will always be
1.
2 is bigger, but it's still
1.
1 1,000.
But 2 10,000. But let me just say this: if you like what we're talking about and what we're teaching, I would ask you to go to our YouTube channel, Marriage Chronicles, and just register so you can receive our updates.
Marriage Chronicles on YouTube. Team Bell, we out.